Now we're going to continue with the agenda. So we will have a presentation from José Luis Fernández, Business Management and Development at Kunsen. José Luis is going to be connected right online.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm really happy to be here today in such an interesting event. Well, first of all, congrats for their projects to all the startups pitching today. And I also want to thank Barcelona Health Hub for the space and this opportunity to share with you a bit more about us and about the initiative that we launched with them early this year, the Spanish Top 10 in Digital Health. Well, for those of you who don't know us, Kunsen is an startup accelerator specialized in digital health. And our main goal is to help digital health startups shorten their time to market. We do so by providing one-to-one mentoring with industry experts, clinical validations in our hospital network, and also access to private funding and corporates. We are about to launch our second batch in a couple of weeks, so I encourage you all to keep an eye out for the call and contact us with any questions. Now, I would like to share with you some learnings from the CEOs of the 10 startups taking part in the Spanish Top 10 in Digital Health, which is the initiative I mentioned before. These companies were selected by industry investors as one of their favorite projects for this 2021. You can now see on the screen the startups participating and also the VCs and business angels who select them. Throughout the year, we've been monitoring the projects and publishing their progress. And we thought that for this event, it would be interesting to share with you their experience during the fundraising process in these early stages. And after interviewing the CEOs of these companies, we have selected some of their most relevant learnings that I hope you are now watching on the screen. So the first one would be to focus on specialized healthcare investors rather than generic ones, since investors who are aware of timings and regulatory issues will greatly reduce time and agnostic questions that have little relevance to the healthcare sector. The next one is about the importance of generating confidence, which is always an important thing, but especially in these very early stages where you don't have a track record to back you up. And a good way to generate this confidence is by highlighting the team's credentials, for example, scientific publications or the creation and management of other companies, or maybe the money raised by the team during their career. As for the public funding, if you have already achieved it, it can also be a really useful tool during the fundraising process, as it provides additional validation to the project, since these evaluation processes are usually really competitive and only the best projects get funded. So you can also use that. When it comes to international valuations, some of the CEOs pointed out that they found great difference between the valuations made in Spain and those made internationally. So for example, some international investors might see Spanish companies as a bargain compared to those, for example, in Central or Northern Europe. So in this sense, use it in your advantage. Regarding regulation, it's always important to show the investors that you have a regulatory strategy from the very beginning to ensure that your project will be both efficient in capital and time, apart from ensuring the business model viability. The next one, well, I think it's really important to bear it in mind. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bus, meaning that it may happen to you that during the fundraising process you misread the round and take for granted things that are not yet signed. And if you do so and make operational or financial decisions based on that, you can really make big mistakes. So be careful about that. Then the importance of taking your time to plan well and identify the financial needs of the company and be sure to match them well with the schedule of rounds and the work of finding investors. and always consider in your financial planning what happens if milestones are delayed or not achieved. And lastly, a really valuable skill that I guess you learn with time and experience is the importance of identifying these moments where you should push without pushing and generating this momentum, raising interest to accelerate the close of a ticket during a round. So that's all on my part. I hope it's been of help to the startups pitching today and those watching the event. I leave here our contact information in case you want to reach out. Thank you very much and good luck all with the fundraising.